welcome to Thursday's episode. Now we got one topic to talk about today, and that is the Cleveland Cavaliers and their clearing of space on their roster. If you do follow the Twitter page at Luke Talk Sports, recommend you do. If you don't, you would see that I live tweeted the trades as they were happening. So the first trade went down around 12:20, roughly, and then two trades followed immediately after that for Cleveland. Now, the first trade was between the Lakers and the Cavs. Now, they had been talking for about 10-15 minutes, reportedly, from Adrian Wojciechowski. And they reached a deal. Now, I'm a Cleveland fan. I'm wearing my Cleveland pullover right now. I'm a Cleveland fan. And I believe this was a good trade. Now, other people may not think it was a good trade, but I'll tell you why. The Lakers received Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye, and the 2018 first-round pick from the Cavs, which will be roughly 20s. And the Cavs received Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance. Now, on the Twitter page, if you're not following it, even if you aren't, go check the Twitter page out right now. Stop the video. Go check the Twitter page out. I put stats for IT, Frye, Clarkson, and Nance. I put a picture of it on my Twitter page. Go check that out right now. And then come back when you're done. But I said why the Cavs won this trade, but I'll just reiterate it without the stats. Cleveland gets a scoring advantage from this trade. They also get a defensive advantage from this trade. Off the top of my head, Isaiah Thomas's defensive rating is 120. Channing Frye's is 110. I can't remember who on the Lakers was 104. One was 104 and one was 110. Now, if you're not sure, defensive rating, you want your defensive rating to be as low as possible. And 120 is not very good when one guy on the Lakers has a defensive rating of 104. So that means Isaiah Thomas is letting up a lot of points on defense. He's a defensive liability, not reliability, for the Cavs. And I think things will start to click a little bit better now that he's gone. Also, Isaiah Thomas was toxic in the locker room. He started a lot of stuff between him, Kevin Love, and the organization, calling out the coach, calling out specific players. Won't get into all that, but he was toxic for the Cavs, and it's a good thing he's gone. Next trade went down. Was a three-team trade, Cavaliers, Utah, and Kings. Now, they sent away 3 Cavs players in this trade, while the Cavs received Rodney Hood, and George Hill. They sent away Jay Crowder and Derrick Rose. Those guys went to Utah. They sent Iman Shumpert to the Kings. The Kings also received Joe Johnson. Now, Hood averages 17 points. Hill averages 10. Now, this is good for the Cavs offense. Now, both guys do provide a little bit of defensive aspect to their game. Probably not as good as Jay Crowder, but definitely better than Derrick Rose. So this is a win for the Cavs again. Also, probably a win for Utah and the Kings. And then the Kings also today traded away Malachi Richardson to Toronto. Now, I know that because I'm a Syracuse fan. So just so you know real quick, I'm an Ohio State football, basketball fan, Syracuse football, basketball fan, Bengals football fan. I like Cincinnati Reds, and I like Cleveland Cavaliers. If I forget anything, Columbus Blue Jackets, I like them. So when I talk about stuff, if I have a little bias towards those teams, that's why. I try my best not to. But if it does happen, I apologize, but now you know why. So that was the second trade. I think the Cavs won both trades so far, getting rid of the toxic Isaiah Thomas, the Channing Frye, who, hasn't been doing the best. The first-round pick is going to be 20th. They still have the Nets' early pick, probably 8 or 9, which is good. They get Rodney Hill and George Hill scores that we need. Got rid of Derrick Rose, who doesn't do anything, Iman Shumpert, who never does anything, and Jay Crowder, who just provided a little bit of a defensive aspect to the game. Now, the third trade was a trade officially. I don't know if I would call it a trade. The Heat received Dwayne Wade today. The Cavs received the second-round pick. Now, the Cavs immediately sent that second-round pick from the Heat to the Kings in with the deal. So they got Iman Shumpert in the second-round pick and Joe Johnson. Now, I believe this trade only happened just because that's really where Dwayne Wade's career went big. He won a couple championships with LeBron down there. So I think they wanted, Dwayne Wade probably wanted to get back, retire there, which I support Dwayne Wade in wanting to retire there. That's a good move. I understand that he wasn't getting what he wanted in Cleveland. I think that was a good thing to get rid of him. Now, not getting anybody in return is okay because we did end up getting 4 new players today. So getting rid of 6 guys, getting 4 in return, I think is good because it opens up a little bit of space. Personally, the Cavs won today. Maybe not in the long run, but they won today because this gives LeBron a little bit of hope. Now, LeBron may or may not stay at the end of this year. Looking at the Rockets and the Cavs are his top 2 choices right now from what I'm seeing. So if they can build a new team around LeBron, maybe he can click more with them. Maybe they can start winning more games. Maybe they can win 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a row like they did at the beginning of the year when they went 19 of 22, which was very impressive. Maybe they can get that. Maybe LeBron will want this atmosphere. Maybe he'll want to stay after this year, even if they lose the title game, even if they lose in the Eastern Conference Finals. No matter where they lose, I think it'll be the finals. I don't think they'll have any trouble getting out of the East. Anyway, if they lose at a certain point this year, maybe, just maybe, he'll reconsider leaving Cleveland and going to LA or the Rockets. Now, I didn't mention LA as his top 2 choices, but he's got a home there. His kids go to school there. It'd be a respectable move to go move closer to his family. So this trade never went through, but it was offered. There were 2 trades offered to the Clippers for DeAndre Jordan. The first one is straight, it was just bad. It was cash and the pick, the Nets pick. I believe it was the Nets pick. So just getting cash and a pick for DeAndre Jordan obviously wasn't going to, float the Clippers' boat. So the Cavs offered J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompson, cash for DeAndre Jordan, and the Clippers declined. Now, if I'm the Clippers, I don't know if I would have taken that. I may have just to get 2 for 1 and some cash. But DeAndre Jordan is one of your big names there right now. Another guy the Cavs really pursued today was Kemba Walker, but Michael Jordan was not looking to move him easily. And to be fully honest with you, I don't think the Cavs really have much to deal to the Hornets that would be worth the Hornets giving up Kemba Walker. Let's just recap the trades, the 3 trades that went through, and we'll be done today, and we'll see you on Tuesday. So, first trade, Lakers receive Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye, and the 2018 first-round pick from the Cavs. Cavs receive Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance, defensive and offensive threats. The Cavs receive Rodney Hill, George Hill, a couple scorers, and Utah receives Jay Crowder, Derrick Rose. The Kings get Iman Shumpert, Joe Johnson, and the second-round pick from the Heat in a 3-team deal. Third trade, Cavs get the second-round pick, like I just said, but they do give it to the Kings, and the Heat get Dwayne Wade, where he will go and most likely retire. Failed trade between the Cavs, J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompson, cash, and for DeAndre Jordan. That was a failed trade, and the Cavs were never able to work out anything with Kemba Walker. Now, it's 4:45 while I'm recording this Eastern Time, so the trade deadline is up, so there will not be any more trades. So that'll finalize Cleveland's roster for the end of the year unless they cut or pick up people. But that wraps up today's video. So Twitter page at Luke Talk Sports. Go check it out. Go check out my comparison of Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye, Jordan Clarkson, and Larry Nance. And we will see you on Tuesday.